What is going on, you guys? This is Gaming with Sal, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the new Resistance division. And yes, the reason why I'm saying new is because this division, along with every other division in the game, got a major overhaul whenever this Tuesday's update came out. But after looking at all the changes that came to each division, I decided that I wanted to focus on the Resistance division because in my opinion, I feel like that this division got the best overhaul, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about why in this video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So when it comes to the Resistance division, it was an alright division whenever it came out for the Resistance DLC. It wasn't the best division to use, but it definitely wasn't the worst either. But after this overhaul, it really did become a game changer. So to jump right into it, let's talk about the 4 abilities that came to this new updated, overhauled, whatever you want to call it, Resistance division, and talk about why each of those abilities can make a huge difference when we're playing the game. So the first ability now is that the minimap indicator and scrambler will go off anytime you are close to hostiles. So we already had this ability to begin with, except now they're both combined, and it's going to be your first ability whenever you're playing with this division. The second ability is that the enemy movements are easier to hear. Now, straight away, this can be very beneficial whenever we're playing game modes such as free-for-all or even search and destroy, because now that you're going to be able to hear the enemy movements quicker, on top of that, your minimap indicator will go off whenever they're close by, so whenever it comes to close quarter situations, you're always going to be ready for whoever is coming your way. The third ability is that kills and assists grant intel ping of nearby enemies, and the fourth ability is that it's easier to spot targets and increased minimap coverage, which is basically what your lookout basic training is. So when you go ahead and take a look at this division carefully and the way it's set up, the first 2 abilities is basically focusing on close quarter combat, and the last 2 abilities is basically your long distance combat. So when comparing this division to the way it was before, the first version of this Resistance division was focusing more on pistols, kind of close quarter combat, but not as much as it is with the new version of the Resistance division. Now it seems like this division is going to be focusing more on map awareness. And let me tell you right now, map awareness is one of the biggest benefits that you can obtain within this game. Like, if you know how to control the map, and if you are aware of the way the map is working and the way the enemies are, using the map, then you're basically going to have a huge advantage over them. And like I said, map awareness is just one of the top skills that a Call of Duty player must have in order to be able to do well, in my opinion. And now with this new Resistance division, we can go ahead and raise our map awareness and basically become a better skilled player than we were before. Because think about it, you're running down a map and your indicators are going off every single time an enemy is close by, and even if they don't go off and you really don't know exactly where they are, you can hear them much more louder than you were able to before. And not to mention, whenever it comes to those long distance combats, you can easily see them, their name tags will appear more easily, you'll be able to see the map coverage more, and basically every single time you get a kill and assist, your radar lets off this little ping and it basically shows you any nearby enemies of the enemy you just took out. So overall, map awareness is where this division is focused on, and I absolutely love that. And imagine pairing up this division now with more basic trainings such as Instincts. And let me go ahead and tell you right now, Instincts is probably not that great of a basic training, but if you pair it up with something like the Resistance division, think about it this way, with every ability that I just talked about, and then the Instincts basic training, giving you that yellow flashing light or whatever it is whenever an enemy is like aiming down at you but you're not looking in their direction, combine all of those skills together, and you know what? No matter where an enemy is and no matter where and when they are going to be aiming down on you, you know exactly where their locations are going to be, and that right there is going to be a huge plus whenever you're playing. Another good basic training to pair this up with is the flanker basic training, because if you think about it, if you're invisible to the enemy radar and on top of that you know exactly where they are, that allows you to become a very stealthy player where they're not going to know where you are, but you know exactly where they're going to be. And that right there is one of the biggest advantages you can have whenever you're playing any sort of multiplayer mode. And speaking of game modes, this division can now become very effective in many different game modes such as kill confirmed, search and destroy, domination, because if you think about it this way, suppose we're playing kill confirmed and you take out an enemy about 10 feet from you and that little radar goes off, the little ping that comes up on your minimap, and you see that there's an enemy that's hiding nearby wherever you killed that enemy. Well, now you know, instead of going for that tag, maybe you should go for that other enemy that's hiding and basically get 2 tags instead of 1. And then whenever it comes to things like search and destroy, as I mentioned before in the video, whenever you're hiding or whenever you're trying to find enemies, you can hear them much more better. On top of that, your radar is going to go off with those little pings and you can sort of jam their radar because of the scrambler perk that you're getting, or scrambler Scrambler ability, whatever you want to call it, from your first tier ability. So overall, there's many different advantages in many different game modes, and like I said, this division is shaping up to be the division that people are probably going to be using a lot more than they did before. But overall, what do you guys think about this new Resistance division? Are you going to be using it more? Are you using it more? Or do you think that there are other divisions that are much more better than the one that we're talking about in this video? Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comment section below if you guys want. I would love to hear your thoughts. But overall, you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I know this was a very quick video, but I wanted to take the time out to just talk about this division because one, I don't really see other people talking about it as much, and I actually feel like that it can be potentially one of the best divisions we can use within the game right now. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.